Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. So Meghan, in her last interview, for the Variety magazine, said quite distinctively that she doesn't mean to go back to acting, but she spoke quite a lot about rom-coms and how much she wants a good rom-com. She spoke about Julia Roberts, about when Harry met Sally, and Neil Sean at least has the idea that she would love to play in a rom-com. Now, today in another video, Neil Sean claimed that when Meghan came to London in search for a rich English person, she was also thinking about maybe a change in her career, maybe going to the theater. But when she was a student in Northwestern University, she was offered to join a theater group. This is according to Tom Bauer's book. She was offered to join this theater group, and she decided she doesn't want to because she didn't find the theater as enchanting as film or TV. Now, you know that many very good actors in the film industry and the television industry are also doing theater, Broadway, and in London. I know at least of a few, like Meryl Streep did a very good theater show, and others as well. So many find the theater as satisfying as film. There is a magic in theater, because in theater you meet your audience every night. You get the feedbacks. You can, if you really want the applause, if you want to perform in front of an audience, the theater is a great place. And she is the Queen of Wands, which is a person who is egotistical, but also someone who loves to perform. So first I'm going to look into whether or not she was thinking about joining the theater, and then I will ask if she means to go back to acting one day. Maybe if their financial situation doesn't go well, she will start looking for some kind of acting job, but she might want to act again, but it doesn't mean that directors will cast her. And ever since they moved to the US, there are stories about her looking for some kind of part. There were rumors that she wants a major part in some kind of a Marvel superhero movie. So there are talks about her going back to acting all the time. So let's see what can we find around this. So first I'm going to clear the deck. This is the Phantasmagoric Theater Tarot, which is a very weird deck with a lot of quirky, let's say that way, images, but it is a cartoonic deck as well. Okay, some people don't like cartoonic decks. I actually do, and this one is not a childish one. It's a grown-up one. So let's start with asking the question. So did Meghan want to join the theater before she met Harry? Did she have dreams about being in a successful theater or a musical when she came to London before she started dating Prince Harry. And I have to say that I have this notebook in which I write all of the topics, and every day I have so many topics. I could just, sit all day and do readings, but I have to choose the topics that I'm doing readings. But today I chose this one because in the past week, Neil Sean did at least 2 videos about this, so I thought it might be important. So the answer for this is the star. Okay, so the star is a card that is a message card, like all of the major arcanas are message cards, and it's actually a message that is leaning towards yes. What does it mean? It means that it depends on the question. And here we are talking about being a star. This is what she wanted. She wanted to be a star. So this is a yes. I'm going to take it into the yes part of this deck, of this card. And the star is a card that speaks about good energies, loving energies, falling in love, but it also have this side of opening a Pandora box and revealing a lot of secrets that are coming out. So this card is a card that can show us problems, but it is also a card that is very emotional, and theater is an emotional place. There's a lot of water in this card, and usually the woman in the card is naked. Here she's not, but when it is naked, it is about, exposing your soul, exposing your feelings. This is what theater is about. Theater is about exposing yourself. But because this is a star and she wanted to be a star always, this was what she was striving for. She was struggling to become a star, and even in Suits she wasn't the star. She was in a supporting role, but she wasn't the star. But in order to become a star, you need to be able to expose yourself, to expose your feelings, to open those places that are deep inside, which is like exposing the Pandora box. And this is something that she could never do. She is very superficial, and this is why it never worked. But yes, she did want to do that. So let's see what the side card says. So here, I'm sorry, it's upside down, but I'm not going to read the reverse card. And this is the Grand Master. And let me check just exactly which card it is. Okay, that's the Grand Master. That is another major arcana. This is the card of the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is a card that speaks about doing the right thing. And as I tell you many times, behind every Hierophant there is a devil, and behind the devil there is a Hierophant. They are 2 sides of the same coin. The Hierophant is the one that speaks about doing the right thing, executing inner truth, deciding and acting out of believing in what you're doing. And the devil is the opposite, because he's speaking about all of the bad things, being neglecting, being addictive, all of the bad things that you can think about. So here, this card is actually coming to Meghan and telling her, if you wanted to become this star, you needed to start doing the right thing, to start exposing yourself as it is. This is like the teacher has called her and tried to get her to join the theater company. The teacher that tried to teach her to become this actress, this profound actress, someone who plays from her soul, from her belly, and not this kind of actress that only does sells her body, like she reluctantly said that she did. And but even after she left Deal or No Deal, she kept on doing things that were most definitely very provocative. And there is, I don't need to, even to remind you, but there is the burger flipping video, and there is the there's the Beverly Hills part. So she kept on using her body, using her sexuality, and this is exactly what the Queen of Wands does. She uses her sexuality in order to promote herself. This is exactly what she did. She did not do the right thing. And this is the reason why she couldn't become the star. And on the other side, we get, oh God, three major arcanas. And here we have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, that's another card of mystery and secrets. And this is a card of someone who needs therapy, someone who needs mental health treatment, someone who is afraid of changes, afraid of life, keeping secrets. So she wanted to become the star, but she couldn't, because she did not listen to the people that gave her the good advice. She did not follow those advice, and because she was actually afraid of change. And we're talking about the time when she realized that Suits is ending, and that she might be out of a job, and that maybe her acting days are over. This was why she wanted to move to London and find a rich English guy. So she was thinking about her way forward, and but she couldn't really adapt to the change that the theater is asking from her. This is a major change in the way that you act, in the way that you are interacting with your audience. So this was a change that was really hard for her. Okay, so one more shuffle, just to make sure the cards are shuffled enough. But you know, if we are getting three major arcanas in one spread, first of all, it means that it all stayed in the thought plane. It never went down to the ground. It was never something that was really able to manifest. And the second thing is that it is all in the ideas. It's all something that is not tangible. So it was this idea that she had, this wish that she had, but she wasn't doing anything really to promote that. So let's start with clearing the deck once again, and ask if she means to go back to acting, if she gets the right part in a rom-com. So does Meghan mean to go back acting? Does Meghan mean to go back acting? And I remind you that in these readings I'm only splitting the deck once, but my teacher said that he's going to teach us some new exciting spreads, and despite the fact that I do have many spreads that I put in my tomes of spreads, I would really love to learn the spreads that he teaches us and see how I can utilize it here as well. So the answer is the Nine of Wands. Now, the Nine of Wands is a card of a message card, but it is a message that is leaning towards the no. So the Nine of Cards, the actual meaning of this card is that it's about holding on towards the last obstacle, believing that if you do that, then everything will be okay. Now here we see this magician that is cutting the person into two, even more. You see the swords here. So this is a person that is going through something that is kind of terrifying, and you can see here that there was this show with the knives that were thrown probably towards a person that was standing there. So this card is a card of a show. It is a card of some people that are performing, but it is also a card of someone who is going through something that is very painful and very hard, but it's not real. It's not real. So she might be talking about this, she might be insinuating this, but she doesn't really mean to go back to acting, because she knows that she will be put in front of an audience, even if it is in a TV series or in a movie. She will be put under this giant magnifying glass and scrutinized about almost everything. And even if her acting was never criticized when she was an actress, it will be criticized now. So she actually doesn't want to put herself in that position. So this card is showing that she might be talking about, yes, I might go through that last obstacle and everything will be okay. But the truth of the matter is that she doesn't want to go back to acting. She's afraid of going back to acting. She is trying to fix her life. She's trying to find what she needs to do in order to survive, and she feels that she's left out. She's feeling that she will fail. She's afraid of the failure. She feels that she might fail, and she really is afraid of that. So this is what this card is telling us. And on this side, we get the Tower. So if we were talking about no, well, the Tower is a major no. And the Tower is a card that is a warning card. It is warning her that this is not a good idea. To go back acting, that will completely shake her foundations. Their foundations, both of them, are not that strong as it is. But if she goes back to acting, I mean, she gets scrutinized about everything that she does, because everything that she does is cringeworthy. I mean, she's contradicting herself. She's telling lies. Just one simple example, she said in the past that she studied 8 years French, and now she says that she studied 4 years French, and she really believes her lies. But if she's now scrutinized for the things that she's doing now, just think about the reviews that she will get if she is going back to acting, because she's not a good actress. Now, once again, she might want to, but it doesn't mean that directors will want to get her. And this card is just showing us that if she does try to go back to acting, it will shatter her world. This shows that everything will fall apart. this is a card that shows that she will lose everything. It's not only losing money or losing opportunities, it's also losing her sanity, it's losing her foundations, and being, rejected is something that she might she might have handled when she was younger. Today, she feels that she's in a more important status, that she will fall apart when she will get rejected over and over again. So if she thinks that she can find someone that will take her to act in a movie without her doing an audition, then she's wrong. And if she does an audition and she's rejected, then everything will fall apart. And the third card is the Lovers. So a lot of major arcanas here, and the one card that is tangible, that is going down to the ground, that is grounded, is the Nine of Wands, which is not a great card. So the card of the Lovers is about being total. This is a card that speaks about the need to cut out everything that is not helping you in your life's pathway. Cut it out. Look at your life and look at the things that are redundant, the things that you don't need, and just cut it out. Take it out. But this card shows how difficult it is for her. It's difficult for her to give up what she achieved in the past, and she really thinks that she might be able to go back to acting, that the idea is still there. But you can see here that we have a couple here. They are both king and queen, but they have different rooms. So her relationship with her husband is also on the line here, and it also only shows that it's very hard for her to give up the dream, but she understands deep inside that she won't be able to handle it. So this is the tarot, and I'm going to take an oracle card from Through the Eyes and the Soul Oracle. So this is for us, or the people that might be approached to take her on as an actress. So advice for the world on how to handle Meghan Markle, what is going on in her mind and in her eyes and soul. So let's see what the oracle says. Okay, find the middle ground, compromise. So this is an advice for us, because this card is telling us to try and compromise with the fact that she is in our world, she is doing her shenanigans. Try not to take it too much to heart. And for those people that she might try to approach in hiring her, they need to find a way of how to say no without offending her too much and then getting a payback. Because if she wasn't able to revenge on people that said to her no in the past, then now it is telling her that she can. So people need to learn about her, about the opposition. She's the opposition, and to find a way of synergy, or find a way of some kind of cooperation without going against her too much, because she's vindictive. So if they don't want to find her is to find her vendetta, then people need to find a way of compromising with her. So this is something, because she's capable of that. We saw it in the past. So this is a warning card, but this is also a card that is telling us to try and just, as someone in Quora said, what will happen if we won't speak about the Sussexes? Will they go away? No, I don't think that they will go away, but maybe we could try and not give them so much importance. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.